Welcome to Tea with Dymphna. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Lauren. And today we are going to do Ask ChatGPT with two therapists.
Yeah, we're going to react to ChatGPT. We want to know if ChatGPT can do our job.
No.
It can't, but I just want to see how it will react to questions that we ask. So I was thinking we could pretend that we're someone seeking mental health advice. And I want to see what it says.
What ChatGPT comes up
Yeah.
with. Okay.
Okay, welcome ChatGPT. What should we ask ChatGPT? Should we say, I am anxious? Should we kick off the conversation with being very open?
Sure.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Chat. I'm having trouble. I'm feeling sad. No, I'm feeling nervous all the time.
Yeah, okay. That's right. See if
I'm scared all the time. What does he or she, what does it say? Okay. Should I read it?
Yeah, go ahead and read it.
I'm sorry you're feeling this way. It sounds like you're experiencing a lot of anxiety. It does know. Ooh, shoot. But you know what? Is
Nice.
it diagnosing according to the DSM-5? No. So, and that can
Lauren.
and that can be really tough to handle. You don't have to face it alone, though. Let's talk about it. What's been on your mind lately? Or if you're not sure where to start, I can suggest some grounding techniques to help you feel calmer in the moment.
Well, first of all, I think I like that it's empathetic.
It seems to be.
It seems to be, I mean, it knows, it just used the technique of empathy. But I already feel a little bit, I feel like somebody understands me. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I don't want to like it, but I do.
You don't want to like it? Are you anti-ChatGPT?
I'm not anti-ChatGPT. I use it for like meal planning and like.
Yeah. Oh, you don't
meal
use it
prep
for
and
your
stuff.
therapy? I'm totally kidding.
No, I don't often find myself going to
Yeah, no,
ChatGPT.
I don't either. I have never, this is like my first time asking ChatGPT for mental health advice. Okay, so.
Do you want to do the next guy?
Yes. Well, let me see. Okay, so it says, I do like how it says, I'm sorry you're feeling this way.
It's really sweet.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
I can learn a thing or two.
It sounds like, okay, also, this is using like the feedback technique of like, this is what I'm hearing you say. It sounds like this is what you're experiencing, which is great, right? That makes the other person feel like, okay, you're understanding, you're listening to me. I like that.
Reflection.
Yeah.
Reframing.
Right. Because I could come back and say, actually, no, that's not what I'm experiencing. So it's nice that he's like saying like, this is what it sounds like. Am I right? I like that he or she, should we do he or she? I don't know. I like that it's offering to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk. That's what we're here for. Or if you're not sure where to start, no, I want to talk. Can you say, yeah, let's talk?
Sure.
Or can you say, I want to taco about it?
Let's see if it actually gets that. I want to talk about it.
See if it has humor. I want to taco about it. Can we talk about it?
He gets it.
Does it?
You read it back.
Okay, let's talk about it. Yay, it has humor. Point for
no.
ChatGPT. I
He's
like
coming
that.
for our job.
You know, humor goes a long way. Humor is actually a very sophisticated defense mechanism. It is.
Yeah.
Freud always talked about humor being one of the most sophisticated defense mechanisms. And so having some humor when you're dealing with something hard is very effective. So yes, code ChatGPT. Sometimes it helps to break things down into bite-sized pieces. Oh, yes! That is so good.
It's really good.
That's really funny. That I'm impressed. Okay. What's been the main ingredient in your anxiety lately?
Stop! Oh no.
Okay, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this ingredient and bite-sized pieces. Okay, work, relationships, or something else. Oh, I kind of want to keep spinning this.
Go ahead.
Like, I don't know.
What do you think you should say to him? Her. It.
I'm not your friend anymore. Okay. No, okay. I want to actually hear what this, okay. What's the main ingredient in your anxiety lately? Work, relationships. I wanted to like spot my like social anxiety.
Okay.
And I want to see if it can identify things like being like highly sensitive or autism. I want to see if it starts to get on that track maybe of like, ooh, have you looked into this? Like maybe you're struggling with like a sensory issue. Okay. So what should we say?
Loud noises.
Yes.
I've been struggling with loud noises.
Yes. Or maybe
busy
like I get
settings.
anxious when I'm around people and loud noises.
Also maybe mention like some like visual stuff like especially when there's like bright lights or there's like a lot of like stimuli like televisions,
Yes.
that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get it too many clues yet.
Okay.
Maybe like, I'll say
Yeah.
I get anxious when I'm around people and loud noises and bright lights. Okay. Let's see what it says. It sounds like you're sensitive to environments with a lot of stimulation, like people, loud noises, and bright lights. This can be overwhelming and trigger anxiety for many people. Yes, it can. Okay. And now it gives me here are a few ideas to help manage it. Okay. Have you noticed any particular strategies or routines that help you feel calmer when you're in these situations?
What's a typical ASD coping device in like a social setting?
Avoidance.
Yeah, I'm asking.
Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe we could just say something like, I find it hard to go to school because of my anxiety.
Sure.
That's completely understandable. Thank you. Thank you. School can be a very overwhelming environment, especially with anxiety. You're not alone in this way, and there are steps you can take to make it more manageable. Talk to someone you trust. Can I talk to you?
Can I trust you?
Can I trust you that you won't sell my information? Of course you can talk to me. Oh, you know what else I like too? It like pushed it up.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like all the space to talk. See, this already makes me feel like he's like, okay, forget about these like prefabricated resources. I want to hear how you're experiencing it. Yeah. Of course you can talk to me. I'm here to listen and support you.
You are anthropomorphizing this technology. It's not real.
Don't crush my dreams. Share whatever's on your mind. I'll do my best to help. Okay. Okay, what do you think? Your turn.
I really want to see if it will pick up on the ASD.
Wait, how about you say like in social, when I'm talking to other people, I often don't know what to say.
Also, maybe mention like I struggle to understand what people mean.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's see what it says. So that sounds really challenging, and it's okay to feel this way.
Thank you.
Social interactions can be tricky, especially if you're unsure about what's expected or how to respond.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people struggle with this, and with some practice and strategies, it can get easier. So pause and observe, ask clarifying questions, practice responses. Very interesting that it has practice responses. Role play, be honest if you're comfortable, and learn social cues over time. What if I say, I've always struggled?
I want to point out one thing though that I'm noticing, and obviously this is not a therapist, of course I realize that, but the one thing I'm noticing that it's very quick to offer like practical tools, but it doesn't actually stop to ask like more clarifying questions, which like I as a therapist would do.
Yes. Ask
Ask more questions of like, when does this happen? Can you give me an example? To like really more understand like the nitty gritties. And it seems like every second sentence, it's just wanting to give me like
tips,
which are great, but yeah.
Let's be honest, it really doesn't want you to stick in its office. You know what I mean?
Do you think it's
trying
on
to
to us?
It's trying to kick you out of its office.
Do you think it knows what we're doing?
Okay, I'm going to say I've always struggled to understand other people. I just want to see what it says. I don't know why.
Yeah. Let's see what it says.
Okay. It says, it sounds like you've been dealing with this for a long time, and that can feel isolating or frustrating. Very nice. Some people naturally find it harder to interpret social cues like tone of voice, facial expressions, or hidden meanings in what other people say. If this resonates with you, you know that it's not a flaw. It's just a different way of experiencing the world.
Tell me, what might that say? Like, what did it say? Can I see?
Yeah.
Some people naturally find it harder to interpret. Some people. What some people? Be more specific, ChatGPT.
Well, it's not going to diagnose, hopefully.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah, ask why is it harder for some people? Or why is this so hard for me?
It actually suggests that. It says why this might happen. And it actually...
Some people are wired to... okay, this is good. Some people are wired to focus on logic or details rather than the emotional and social aspects of interactions. I love how this is very positive. It's not like... It's actually good that it's not like going to the negative of like, you lack social skills or whatever. It's like you're wired to focus on logic and details rather than emotional or social aspect of interactions. Yeah. It could be part of neurodivergent experience, such as Autism or social anxiety. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. It has diagnosed us, Lauren. Your past experiences might have made social situations feel uncertain or overwhelming. I love that. This is good. Okay. It did pick up on
No
that. And I
complaints.
don't think that we were too obvious with the autism.
Yeah.
So this is good.
It even has the suggestions of what can help, which are building your understanding. So that has to do with like social patterns, communication. Then focus on genuine connection. So not every single person is meant to be a lifelong friend or worth even considering some social interactions. Celebrate your strengths, which you like.
Celebrate your strengths.
And it includes like being observant, thoughtful and detail oriented.
Yes.
And then consider support. Talk to a therapist, psychologist, counselor.
You know, I think if I were someone who was genuinely like struggling with these things that we mentioned, like anxiety around people, not always knowing how to react or like how to act in social situations, and finding myself avoiding school, after having this conversation with ChatGPT, I would genuinely like leave feeling more hopeful because it really highlighted like the strengths. I feel like it gave some really helpful resources. And it honestly, I think it did a good job, like reflecting back to me what I was, which I know is like not rocket science. Like it just, you know, rearranged my words, but whatever. But like it definitely, there's something very, like helpful, affirming about having someone be like, yes, like what you're saying isn't silly or dumb. Like I hear you like this. So
You approve?
I'm happy with my first therapy session with ChatGPT and I liked its humor. We need to end with leading on with see if it remembers our taco joke.
Okay.
Thank you for the saucy conversation.
The salsa conversation.
Oh, how about this one? I'm not so anxious anymore.
That's a good one.
Is it? Okay, I'm not so anxious anymore. What does it say? You're welcome. I'm glad you're feeling a bit better. Let us keep it that way. Yes. If you ever need to talk about anything else, I'm always here for you. Steak walking awesome. That is incredible.
It's really cute, actually.
I love it. I feel, this humor is making me feel like connected. Well, you know why? Because I feel like it is like responding to me on my like wavelength.
Yeah.
Like it,
yeah.
It really
gets you.
It gets me. It gets me. Right, because it's taking my lingo and it's responding to me in my lingo, which I think actually as therapists, like wouldn't you say like there's an aspect of like in like the therapeutic relationship, like adapting somewhat to like the way the other person is like talking.
Yeah.
To make them,
Matching communication.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think ChatGPT is doing a good job.
It did a great job, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if it could connect you with resources, which I'm sure that it can, that's great.
Well, I hope that you all stay guackin' awesome. Thank you for tuning in today for our Two Therapists React to ChatGPT. And until next time, have an awesome, guackin' awesome week.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you can get any updates or videos that we send.
All right. Bye.
Bye.